All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to your mindfulness and meditation. Monday morning, we're going to start with getting in our mindful bodies, right? How we always start. So if you remember mindful body, sitting on your bottoms, crisscross applesauce, hands are in our lap, and just being mindful. We're just going to stay here connecting to our bodies. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a mindful minute. So today I'm going to chime the bell, and I want everybody just to listen deeply, and when you don't hear the bell anymore, you're going to raise your hand. Okay, so don't raise your hand until you don't hear it. Sometimes it works better if you close your eyes so you don't have any outside distraction. So here we go. Listen for the bell. When you don't hear it anymore, raise your hand. Sweet. Looks like everybody's up. Gemma, you still hear it? We're just going to try that one more time. And again, if you close your eyes, it helps you to go inside. Here we go. Deep listen.
I don't hear it anymore.
Everybody's hands up. Awesome. Do you know why we do that deep listening? Do you know what that, when we listen really, really intently, do you know why I like to start that way? Anybody want to raise their hand? Riley?
Okay, so we can get
Sorry. I'm sorry, go ahead.
so we can start focusing on our minds by trying to listen for the bell all the way.
Totally. And what else it does is when we are thinking about listening, we're not thinking about other things. It makes our brain just focus on one thing. So we're gonna, another part of our little mindful minute here is we're gonna take a little body scan. So I want everybody to be in their mindful bodies. And so just put your attention on the top of your head. Let's take a breath in and out. See if you can feel the top of your head. Don't move, just see if you can feel it. Breathe in and out. And then maybe let's see if you can feel your cheeks. So let's do a big breath in. Feel your cheeks get big. Breathe in, it's gonna look like this. Breathe in, and then out like this. See if you just feel your cheeks. And the next one we're gonna do is feeling our bodies blowing up. Our bellies, I'm sorry, our bellies blowing up. So when we breathe in, feel your belly get big. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Just paying attention to our bodies. And let's take one more. Breathing into the bottoms of your feet, our feet that carry us around everywhere in the world. So let's breathe in, feel the energy come all the way up your feet and go all the way to your head. So breathe in, feel the energy, and breathe out, sending it down. Breathe in, sending it all the way up, and breathe out all the way down. All right, super. We are totally in our bodies right now. Okay, so we're gonna do come to boat pose, which we're gonna sit like this, like we're in a boat like this. Everybody come to this position here. And we're gonna rock from side to side. Whoa, feeling a little uneasy, feeling a little weird, feeling a little, sometimes you can feel a little sick when you're going like this. It's just not comfortable, right? Belly starts hurting, back might start aching. And let's come to seated. What can you do when you're in a boat and it's all rocky like that? What's something that we can throw over to get us into stillness? Does anybody know what that's called? In a boat? All right, it's called an anchor. You guys all know what an anchor is? Raise your hand if you know what an anchor is. Cool. So when you're in a boat and it's all rocky and crazy, we throw our anchor over and it gets us to stillness, right? So does everybody know that you have an anchor within your body? Does anybody know that? Raise your hand if you know that. Shintaro, you know you have an anchor in your body? Do you know what the anchor is? You have to unmute yourself, buddy. Shintaro, can you unmute yourself?
It's something that like balances your body.
Something that balances your body. And what is it in us that balances our body? What is our anchor? How about this? I'm doing it right now. Look. You know what that is?
Chi.
Did you say our chi? Oh my gosh, you're incredible. So that is right. But it's also our breath. When we take deep breaths, it balances our body. It anchors us. Whenever you're feeling a little bit crazy and out of line, you can take your deep breaths to balance you. So we're going to do a breath right now. It's the 5-finger breath. I want everybody to pick their hands up. And everybody, Shintaro, hand up. And we're gonna do, it's like a little race car. It's like our fingers a little race car, and we're gonna trace our fingers, and we're gonna breathe together. So we're gonna do, starting from here, not yet, here we go. We're gonna breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. One more time, breathe in, and out. Does anybody feel different just after taking those 5 deep breaths? Does anybody feel a little different? I certainly do. So again, this is our anchor. Whenever you're feeling a little bit out of, whack, whenever your insides are getting a little bit crazy, you need to throw your anchor down to find your calmness. You can just take deep breaths. Our breath is our anchor. Make sense? Gemma and Sasha, I think I learned this from you guys. So if you guys if you guys agree with me, or if you want to say yeah, me too, I believe this is the universal sign. Is that right, Gemma? Is this what we do?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So when I say something, if you agree, let's do this, and then I know that you agree. Hi, Brody. Thank you. Thanks for being here. All right. So we've been talking a little bit about our brains, right? We all know what these guys do. This guy, Bully the Bulldog, lives in the back side of our brain. This guy, Swoops, the Wise Owl, lives in the front side of our brain. Today, we're just gonna talk a little bit about the right side and the left side of our brain. You guys know we have 2 different sides of our brain? Raise your hand. So they do very different things. The left side of our brain is the one that does all of the thinking, all like the math problems and all of the figuring out. And then the right side of our brain does all of the feeling and the creative side and the writing and the drawing and all of that. So we're gonna do this little game today, and you're gonna have to use both sides of your brain at the same time. This is really to get our brains moving. So to start, let's just wake up our owl, wake up Swoops. And what's gonna happen, let's all stand up. We're gonna stand up, and then we're gonna start with, when I say walk around, just do a little walk in your space, a little walk in your space. And then when I say stop, we stop. All right, those are the first 2 directions. So here we go, walk, stop. All right, here we go. The next time I say stop, you're gonna walk. And the next time I say walk, you're gonna stop. So we're gonna do some opposites right now. So here we go, stop. Walk. Stop. Walk. Bravo, here we go. Next two rules. When I say wiggle, we do this. And when I say sit, we do this, chair pose. All right? And then we're still gonna do the opposites on the stop and walk. So here we go. Stop. Walk. Wiggle. And sit. wiggle, and sit. All right, next part of the rules, you guys are probably catching on. When I say wiggle, you're gonna sit. When I say sit, you're gonna wiggle. All right, swoops awake, swoops activated in everybody here. So total opposites right now. Ready? Stop. Walk. Wiggle. Sit. Wiggle. Stop. Sit. Wiggle. All right, totally using that. 2 more rules. This is it. Ready for this? This is the big finale here. When I say jump and clap, jump and clap. All the other ones are still opposites. Ready? Here we go. Jump. Clap. Wiggle. Sit. Walk. Stop. Wiggle. Sit. All right, last round. Let's see who's got it here. I'm actually gonna not do it with you and see if you can do it. Now the opposites. When I say jump, you're gonna clap. When I say clap, you're gonna jump. All right? So you're gonna do the opposites, and I'm watching you. Here we go. Stop. Walk. Sit. Wiggle. Jump. Clap. Jump. Clap. Wiggle. Sit. Walk. Stop. Ah, masters of the mind. Good job, you guys. Awesome. Pretty cool, right? Totally waking up our brains. So since we're all still standing, we're gonna get into a little bit of the yoga. So we're gonna start in our mountain pose. And remember, yoga means union. We bring together our breath and our movement. So we're gonna start here. First of all, we're gonna paint the sky. So we're gonna dip your hand in the color blue, and we're gonna take a deep breath and paint the blue rainbow. One hand can be here. So here we go, we're gonna dip your hand in blue, and then we're gonna paint. Breathe. All the way over, and breathe out, come down. This time, let's dip the other hand in purple. Dip it in your purple, and breathe in. Hold it, oh, feel that great stretch, and breathe out. Pink and red, same time. Dip them in, breathe in. All the way up, and breathe out. All the way back down. We're gonna do a little warrior dance, and we're gonna do this warrior dance all week. We're get really good at it. So the warrior dance is gonna be one foot, let's say your right foot in front, and your left foot in back, and whatever hand is in front, whatever foot is in front, you're gonna put the same hand in front. So it's gonna be like this, and we're gonna open up. So this is a warrior, and then we're gonna do a reverse warrior, stretch back. And then we forgot to start with our first warrior, which is 2 hands together here. Breathe in. And then come to center. So we're just gonna do that on the other side. So whatever foot is in front, bend that knee, starting here in prayer position. We're gonna take a deep breath in, hands come to the sky, breathe in. This is warrior 1, and then we're gonna open to warrior 2. We're gonna open up our hands, breathe in, warrior 2. And then the back hand's gonna come to the back, and this hand's gonna reach up, warrior 3, breathe in. And back down here. So that's our little warrior dance. It's a little flow that we're gonna do. So let's do a couple seconds of chair pose, since we kind of did chair pose in our little activity. So what chair pose is you sit in a chair. You sit in an imaginary chair. This is good for the whole body. Sit deep, stretch up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And for this chair, we're going to stand up and fold all the way down to the ground. And just let yourself hang here. We call this one gorilla pose. We're just going to do our hands from side to side like a gorilla would do if he was laying down. Or if he was walking through, you can either do gorilla noises. Hang your gorilla. And then we're going to do reverse gorilla. Hands behind your back. Clasp and just hang here for a second. The whole back side of your body is opening up. Nice stretch here. Hands down. Come all the way up, big breath. And to our prayer pose. We're gonna do one tree on each side, since tree is balance and coordination at the same time. Again, we're using both sides of our brain. So tree pose, you can either do like a little kickstand down on the ground, you can do it up here, or you can put your leg all the way up here. How we balance is you find a spot that doesn't move on the ground. You can keep your eyes on a certain spot. It helps you with your balance. So when you're here, grow your branches, big tall trees. Find your spot so you have your balance. And then we have to do our union. So we're going to breathe in and out. It's a little bit of a windy day. It's a little bit of a windy day. Hold your tree, hold your tree. Foot down, hands all the way up, breathe in. Into prayer pose. We're gonna try to do that on the other side. You can do your little kickstand wherever you want your leg to go. You can put your foot there. And then find a spot that doesn't move. That's called your dristi in yoga words. So find your dristi, a spot that doesn't move. If it doesn't move, it helps you not to move. Grow your roots deep into the ground. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Grow your branches. Nice and tall, breathing. And we have a windy day. Windy day, windy day. Don't forget to breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe in. And come down. Our mountain pose. So let's take one deep breath in all together. And we're going to come all the way down to the ground to seated position. Find your seat. We're going to keep our feet out in front of us. Our little forward fold here. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Breathe in, hands go up. And breathe out, reaching forward. Whole back side of your body is opening up. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Feeling good. Good job, you guys. We're getting our yoga on today. One more deep stretch. And you can relax. Come on up. Let's do one last butterfly position here. Feet together. Clasp. Take a deep breath. And when you exhale, you can reach forward a little bit. Just getting inside our bodies. You can just be like, hello, body. Would you be feeling these sides of your thighs if we weren't doing this stretch right now? Stretching out the back. Just taking care of our bodies. We're taking care of our bodies and we're taking care of our minds. You guys know meditation does for the mind what exercise does for the body. And we mostly live in our minds. So that's why we're going to do this all together. So one more deep breath in and out. Put it all together. This is my favorite part. Give yourself the biggest hug. Bodhi, I want you to give yourself a big hug in a little tiny ball. Squeeze in, squeeze your fingers, your toes, your belly, your nose, your face. Squeeze, take a deep breath. And release. Find your comfortable seated position. And now we're going to end with a little bit of meditation here. And what the meditation today is going to be is we're going to try to, in our minds, only think, breathe in as we breathe in, and breathe out as we breathe out. Bodhi, I want you to try this one. It's just going to be like 2 minutes. So as you're breathing in, I want you to feel the breath coming in through the nose, down your body to your belly. And as you breathe out, feel the breath coming up your belly, your throat, and out your nose. See if you can stay with your breath and see if you can try to train your brain for only 2 minutes to only think, breathe in, breathe out. This is super hard, you guys. It sounds like it's going to be really easy, but how many thoughts do we have every day? Who knows? Yeah, sweetie? You can go ahead and unmute yourself. And the pink shirt? Ziona?
Ziona.
Yes, Ziona. How many thoughts do we have every day?
70,000.
70,000 thoughts. How many thoughts do we have every minute?
You
want me to pass it?
Yeah.
How about you, Isaac?
100.
Nope. Anybody else know?
1,000.
Go ahead. It says Jane.
45.
45. Right. So we have 60 seconds per minute, right? And 45 thoughts per minute. So our brain is constantly making thoughts. There's constant ideas, constant feelings, constant everything. So we're going to try and take 2 minutes and only think, breathe in, breathe out. And when we're thinking it, we're going to feel it too. You guys up for the challenge? Up to give it a try? All right. So find your comfortable spot. Find your seat. Take your deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I really encourage you, Bodhi, I really want you to try this. I really encourage you guys to close your eyes. Close your eyes so you have a whole journey inside. So here we go, and just listen to me. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try for a couple seconds on your own, eyes closed. Just think, breathe in, breathe out. If your mind has drifted, try and come back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's together take a deep breath in through the nose. Out slow through the mouth. All right, open your eyes if you haven't already done so. Was anybody able to only think, breathe in, breathe out? Yes, I'd like to hear from you. Gabrielle?
Well, is she already on? Well, that was very calming, and it was kind of really hard to only think, breathe in, breathe out.
Right. We've been practicing, right?
Uh-huh. And you kind of said my name wrong.
Gabby?
It's Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. But do you go by Gabby?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you now.
Okay.
So first of all, if your mom is sitting there, I would like to tell her that this is one of my students that has grown immensely in class, right? We couldn't get you to sit down for a second, and then towards the end, you were one of my meditators. So I'm really happy to see you here. And it's really hard. It's really hard to only have our minds think, breathe in, breathe out. Was anybody else able to do it? Thank you for that. Gabrielle.
Quackers are
Oops, sorry. Anybody else able to? Shintaro, you were pretty into it. Were you able to only think, breathe in, breathe out?
Well, I mean, I thought it was kind of easy to just think breathe in and breathe out, but I kept thinking of someone's mouth breathing in and breathing out. So I got the sniffles of it. So yeah.
That's really good. And it's a practice. And this is it. We're giving our brain a little break from the blah, 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 blah that it's always doing to have it something to focus on. This is the practice. Breathe in, breathe out. And thank you, Shintaro. You were really involved in that. You were really taking your time with that. Does anybody else want to add anything before we finish off here? Nobody has anything to say? Isaac, quiet today. Go ahead. Gabrielle, you want to say something else?
I miss you.
I miss you too. I'm going to see you soon though. Every day right here you can see me. Hold on, let me.
From school.
Yes, sir. Bodhi.
Oh. Do mindfulness or suffer the consequences.
Bodhi, you say that, but were you paying attention today? What does mindful mean? What does it mean to be mindful?
It means to be one with the present.
Right. And the mindfulness actually means to pay attention. And what we do is we pay attention to our bodies, to our brains, to our breath, to each other. Were you able to pay attention to me today?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. It's a big practice. Thanks for being here. We missed you. All right, so we're going to end with, I'm going to do the bell again, and we're going to raise our hands when you don't hear it anymore. And that's a way to get out of our brains and into our bodies. Deeply pay attention. So I want to see, I'm going to put you all there. Gabby, you want to add something else before?
Do we have to close our eyes?
You don't have to. It just sometimes works better so you're not distracted by everything going on outside. We go inside.
Okay.
Definitely don't have to. Here we go. Raise your hand when you don't hear it. Take a screenshot of this. And here we go. Sorry. Everybody's hands are up. We're going to try it one more time. Here we go. Awesome. I think everybody's hands are up. All right, that's it for